Audible Studios presents Smart But Stuck: Emotions in Teens and Adults with ADHD, written by Thomas E. Brown, narrated by Joe Bronzi. Introduction. All information processing is emotional. Emotion is the energy level that drives, organizes, amplifies, and attenuates cognitive activity. Kenneth Dodge, neuroscientist. Although the scientific understanding of ADHD has changed dramatically over the past decade, most people affected by this disorder, and many who diagnose and treat them, have not yet had the opportunity to gain a clear, up-to-date understanding of this complex condition. As you'll read in the chapters that follow, ADHD is not a simple problem of misbehavior, lack of willpower, or inability to focus attention. In this collection of true stories about extremely bright teenagers and adults, you'll find multiple examples of the ways that ADHD can cause even very intelligent individuals to experience chronic frustration and failure, which gets them stuck in their schooling or work and many other aspects of daily life. Fortunately, in most cases, it's possible for a person with ADHD to get unstuck, and in these pages you'll find numerous examples showing how effective treatment has helped those suffering from ADHD to get back on track. Clinical and neuroscience research has revealed that ADHD is essentially a complex set of dynamically interacting impairments of the brain's management system, otherwise known as its executive functions. These functions involve a number of critical operations of the brain, including the abilities to get organized and get started on tasks, focus on tasks and shift focus from one task to another when needed, regulate sleep and alertness, sustain effort, and process information efficiently, manage frustration and modulate emotions, utilize working memory and access recall, monitor and self-regulate action. Everyone has trouble with these functions from time to time, but people with ADHD have much more difficulty with them than do their same-age peers. I offer more detailed descriptions of these various executive functions in Chapter 1. The missing link: emotions. Despite progress made in ADHD research, one element has been lacking in most current descriptions of the disorder: the critical role played by emotions in every one of the executive functions. This book describes that missing piece. In 1996, neuroscientist Joseph Ledoux published The Emotional Brain, a book highlighting evidence of the central importance of emotion in the brain's cognitive functioning. He emphasized that emotions, mostly unconscious emotions, are powerful and critically important motivators of human thought and actions. This understanding of the essential role of emotion in all aspects of human behavior has not yet been integrated into current thinking about ADHD. We must recognize the critical role of emotions, both positive and negative, in initiating and prioritizing tasks, sustaining or shifting interest and effort, holding thoughts in active memory, and choosing to engage in or avoid a task or situation. To fully understand the role of emotions in ADHD, we must not only recognize that those with the disorder often have a hard time managing how they express their emotions, but also acknowledge the critical role that emotions, both positive and negative, play in the executive functions, initiating and prioritizing tasks, sustaining or shifting interest and effort, holding thoughts in active memory, choosing to engage in or avoid a task or situation. As was observed by neuroscientist Kenneth Dodge, all information processing is emotional. Emotion is the energy level that drives, organizes, amplifies, and attenuates cognitive activity. Emotions, sometimes conscious, more often unconscious, serve to motivate cognitive activity that shapes a person's experience and action. For those with ADHD, chronic problems with recognizing and responding to various emotions tend to be a primary factor in their difficulties with managing daily life. The stories in this book highlight the role that various emotions, positive and negative, played in the struggles of some of my patients with ADHD. Some readers of these stories might think, oh, this is a person with ADHD and several other disorders.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?